What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out issue number 1 of the new Green Lantern series. This issue is written by Jeffrey Thorne, art by Dexter Soy, and yeah, I've always been a big Green Lantern fan, and I'm happy to finally be covering some new Green Lantern comics on the channel. So, if you guys are ready, let's dive into this issue. Lanterns, clear the civilians, now, everyone fall back, John Stewart Green Lantern says as he fights back against enemies on Oa at the seat of the Green Lantern Corps. Simon Baz suddenly appears to help John with the enemies. Simon is very confused how everything went wrong so quickly. Where's Kelly? She was with you, John says. What? I thought you had eyes on her, Simon yells. That's when they both see Teen Lantern protecting lanterns from a stone collapse. John tells Simon to get Teen Lantern out of the fight. Lantern, Amira yells as she assists John in battle. This carnage belongs to you. The cyclone sparks with your green energies, Amira says. This isn't on us, John says. I see a city destroyed, sentience dead. I see weakness. I see chaos. I see you, core leader. I see you, Amira says, looking at John. John then remembers. We flash back 2 hours earlier at the Battery Plaza. Hal Jordan and John Stewart discuss their concerns in the gathering of the United States Conclave. John doesn't think it's the best idea. Some of these people have been at each other's throats for thousands of years. Look around. The Dominators, Sinestro's crew, even a few Reds, John says. Yeah, that one took a second to swallow. But if even the Reds are here for this, what's that tell you? Hal Jordan states, it may tell you your services are no longer required, says an unknown voice. That unknown voice is revealed to be Amira Kalan, captain of the United Planets Brigade. She tells John Stewart and Hal Jordan that the galaxy's axis has shifted away from Oa. The Green Lanterns may not exist very soon. Clear skies, Green Lanterns. Enjoy your sunsets, Amir says, flying away. That's when the Guardians suddenly show up saying, Hal Jordan, we require a status report on the Crux worlds. Coming right up. I'm already on Earth, obviously. I put the Justice League on high alert for the duration of the Conclave. Lantern crews just entered Sector 0123. Lantern Rainers tamping down border skirmish in the Vega system. Last contact was, it's handled. Mogo shifted orbit to the other side of Oa's sun for now. I'd say the Crux worlds are secure, Hal says. We concur. Resume your watch, Hal Jordan. Update according to schedule, the Guardians say. Hal Jordan and John Stewart say goodbye to each other. Hal Jordan disappears. John Stewart, please join us in the evaluation room. We deem the self-described Teen Lantern to be a quantum conundrum, the Guardian states. John Stewart follows them through the skies. We shift to Teen Lantern in the evaluation room. She is fighting back against robot enemies. She's very frustrated. John Stewart and Simon Baz watch. They've been examining her for a while. The 11-year-old was good for the first 3 rounds. The IQ stuff, the psych stuff, she killed on the physical exam. But then, Simon says, they tried to take off the glove. John Stewart states, yeah. They tried taking off the glove, Simon replies, but then Teen Lantern comes flying toward John Stewart. She's running away from the Guardians. It's a gauntlet, she says. You're being unreasonable, the Guardian states. The Guardians want to examine the gauntlets. Teen Lantern points her gauntlets at the Guardians, saying, just you try it. Alright, so let's everybody calm down, John Stewart says. John then asks Simon to take Teen Lantern to the festival to get something to eat. Teen Lantern agrees, but says she'll be back. John Stewart and the 2 Guardians watch as Simon Baz and Teen Lantern leave the room. It's not Krona's gauntlets, is it? John asks. They share design elements, but no, that is still in its vaults. It is not of Owen origin. It does not draw power from the central battery. Very troubling, the Guardians say. The recent disruption of the Omniverse, coupled with the rise of the United Planets, this conclave in the appearance of a child, armed with a replica of our technology, the Guardians say. You don't believe in coincidence? John asks. The Omniverse does not make coincidence, only patterns we cannot yet discern. The Guardians state before flying up. The Guardians continue. The Omniverse is not yet settled. The tapestry is not yet fully restored. We find these dangling threads extremely disquieting. Do you not agree, John Stewart? Well, yes, I guess I... Wait, you're asking me? You actually want my opinion? John asks. Of course, of all our operatives, you are unique. While we Guardians can see and know nearly all there is to see and know, we cannot experience any of it as you do. Our impartiality has sometimes been a liability. You have been a Guardian, you did as we do, saw as we see, yet you set that power aside to be a human. You are the bridge, John Stewart. The Guardian states. I'm honored you see me that way. I do have some concerns. This galaxy is a powder keg. The United Planets might be the right thing at the right time or set off a frenzy of violence not seen in millennia. It is why we have agreed to host this gathering. We hope our support will inspire the more volatile participants toward order and peace. The Guardians say as John Stewart walks into a huge room filled with different species from across the galaxy. John Stewart is shocked. What we come to find out is in this courtroom, there's a meeting being held. The Guardians of the Universe are asking every species from the United Planets to accept the Green Lanterns as their sanctioned enforcers of law and order. Some of the species think that shouldn't be the topic at hand. The topic should be whether the United Planets will accept Oa into membership at all. John Stewart steps forward and realizes the chaos around him. We switch to Simon Baz and Teen Lantern walking through the festival. Teen Lantern meets a new friend that most people are scared of. Teen Lantern mentions her stay on Gem World. Simon brings some mustard hot dogs to eat. Ye be false as all your cursed Guardians. Ye never saw Gem World on this side of life, says the Ice Queen stepping forth. Teen Lantern gets angry because the Ice Queen is accusing her of being a liar. The Ice Queen continues to taunt Teen Lantern. Simon Baz steps in and the fight begins. The universe would have been a paradise but your masters. There should have been magic everywhere. Magic for all. Dreams made real. The Guardians broke the cosmos when they stole half its magic heart. Now tonight, they pay, the Ice Queen says. We switch to the trial again for Oa. Payafel, sixth speaker of Kalu, steps up and gives her reason for accepting Oa. She makes some good points. Whoa, she's good, John Stewart says. Indeed, come, let's join our delegation, the Guardians say. John Stewart and the Guardians fly through the courts, while other species either accept or deny Oa. John reunites with Kilowog, Guy Gardner, and Tamar Ray. That's when Simon Baz calls in and tells John that he's got a situation to deal with at the festival. John flies to it quickly and meets with Simon. They both see Teen Lantern in a fight against the magical Ice Queen. They need to stop the damage before the conclave is ruined. The Ice Queen is trying to get payback. What is this, Corps Leader? Some threat my brigade should take for you, Amira says as she glides down. Appreciate the offer, Captain. It's being handled, John says sternly. John and the other Green Lanterns try to calm down the Ice Queen, but she laughs and smiles. Your Guardian stole the Star Hearts and shut all our world gates, Green Slave. Now with the ward, I open your gates. The Ice Queen, Uridian, says. That's when a huge blast of explosive energy comes out of the ground. You're allowed, Kazarak, 7 hells, Amira says. A yellow magical force starts destroying everything at the conclave. Amira brings her brigade and says, "Brigade, weapons to death settings, no quarter, burn this thing." Jon Stewart, with the help of the Red Lanterns, falls back. "Lanterns, clear the civilians, now! Everyone fall back!" Jon shouts as he blasts the magical forces. We ship back to the courtroom. Sinestro speaks. "I was the greatest of the Guardian's servants, the Lantern of Lanterns. I've learned that if you allow them to infect you with their fear and weakness, it will kill you all. New Korugar votes to deny." We ship back to the festival. Jon Stewart and Amira argue on how to handle the yellow magical creature. The argument leads to Amira calling him back up to help fight back. Jon uses all of his might to keep going and protect Oa. Amira leaves. Jon looks for a solution. "Forgive me, Corps leader. You can't expel it from this reality. The Guardians built it to deny any such attack. It's written in the Book of Oa," says a man coming up to Jon Stewart. Jon tells the man to evacuate. The man continues. "My knowledge may help you. I've studied the book. Before the Manhunters, the Guardians create the source of peace. They feared the power and disorder of the emotional spectrum." Jon Stewart listens to the man, and he realizes he needs more will. Simon Baz shouts for help with Teen Lantern. To defeat their weapon, the Guardians had to answer its question. The man states, "What is the source of peace?" Jon says as he pulls his lantern ring close. "Lanterns, everyone who can, pull out every wrench you can. Get them as far away from here as possible. Everyone else, form up. This thing eats chaos, any energy, action, or emotion. Power down. Still your minds. Listen." Jon Stewart says that army of Green Lanterns back him up. All the Green Lanterns listen and become the beacon of justice. They're the force of will. "In brightest day, in blackest nights, no evil shall escape our sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware our power. Green Lantern's light." The power of the Green Lanterns overwhelms the yellow magical creature. The Ice Queen gets defeated. Oa is saved. Jon then says, "Let's put this city back together." We ship back to the courtroom. The Guardians of the Universe give their reason as to why Oa is to be accepted. "We are not your rulers. We are perhaps your eldest siblings. We agree it is time our family become one. Oa will humbly accept your decision, whatever it may be." The Guardians say that's when Peafel of Kalu gathers all the votes and welcomes the Guardians and Oa to the United Planets. Everyone cheers, but then a random archer shows up shouting, "Free the hearts!" He shoots a golden arrow and strikes one of the Guardians. One of the Guardians turns to dust, shocking the whole crowd. "He's dead! My brother is dead!" the other Guardian says. It's time for a funeral for a Guardian. And that was Green Lantern #1, written by Jeffrey Thorne, and this issue is titled The Source of Peace. And guys, I actually really enjoyed this. This was really a great issue. It started out fine with Jon Stewart and Simon Baz teaming up with this one woman named Amira, and it seems that things have gone wrong, and the United Planets are going against them. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting, but I'm a little lost. But Jeffrey Thorne actually does a good job of catching you up to speed and getting you immersed in this new world, right? We see Jon Stewart dealing with this, and guys, Jon Stewart is really like the main character of the series. It seems like that's either him or Teen Lantern. I feel like Teen Lantern is going to be a big part of this series, but not as big as Jon Stewart. We see Jon Stewart interact with like every single Green Lantern. Like we see Simon Baz, we see Hal Jordan, which Hal Jordan gets like a short moment in this issue, but it's really amazing. I like it. Then we see Jon Stewart interact with Kilowog. We see Guy Gardner. We see all these Green Lanterns just like hanging out with Jon Stewart, and I like that. Jon Stewart is showcased so well in this issue. And guys, the story with like the Guardians and how they're trying to get Oa into like the United Planets. At first I was like, okay, it's going like more, like I don't like comics that Sometimes it's like in a courtroom, and oh, it's a trial, and oh, it takes so long, it's a bunch of words, and it's long to read, it becomes like a slog. That can happen sometimes. But this issue actually did a good job. Like, there's not a moment that I was like, okay, this is too much. Like, can we get back to the action? No, I was actually invested. I liked it. Seeing, like, the Dominators. We see, actually, this one woman from Kalu, who she's the one that does all the votes. We see the Red Lanterns, all these other species, and we also get a mention of, like, the Manhunters. There's even a double page spread that shows the whole courtroom, and it looks great. And guys, can I mention real quick, Dexter Soy, phenomenal job in the artwork. Like, guys, the artwork looks amazing throughout. Like, the action sequences, the emotional moments, or just the very intense moments. Like, it's phenomenal throughout. No complaints with the artwork. But continuing with the writing, I like how it's paced. It's paced very well. It goes from like a very dialogue-heavy scene to some action, to something unexpected, to some more action, to more dialogue. It's well-paced and well-written. And guys, the ending, alright, when we had this whole magical creature and the source of peace, I was like, okay, it's getting kind of interesting, but I don't know if I'm like excited about it yet. But when that, that one guy showed up, now, I haven't been reading Green Lantern comics in a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, guys, so if that's a character that has shown up recently, that is, like, important, and you guys say in the comment section, how do you not recognize that character? I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that's just, like, a random guy that shows up and he's like, I've read like the book of Owa, and he tells John Stewart what to do, kinda. Like what he needs to do. He needs to find the source of peace. And guys, we get this epic moment where John Stewart gets all the Green Lantern Corps, and they basically say the oath. They're like, in brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. You guys know the lines, and it's amazing. It's really epic, and it got me so hyped, guys, because up to this point in the issue, I'm okay, this is a pretty good issue, but there needs to be something that get me hooked, and it was close. There was like a Sinestro scene before that where Sinestro gives his points on why Owa should not be accepted, and I thought that scene was really well done, but it didn't get me hooked yet. It got really close, but the scene where John Stewart and all the Green Lanterns say the oath is so awesome, and it got me hooked. And guys, I got hooked even further when we see a Guardian get destroyed at the end. Like, everything goes well, Owa gets accepted, the Guardians get accepted, Guy Gardner, Kilowog, they're all happy, and then a random guy with an arrow comes in and shoots a Guardian and kills him. And now we're gonna have a funeral for that Guardian next issue. So it's a very surprising and unexpected cliffhanger that gets me hyped and super excited for next issue. But yeah, guys, I was actually really surprised by this, because Future State Green Lanterns, that 2-issue series, was okay, because the parts with like Jeffrey Thorne, for that, I'm not gonna lie, were the worst of it. I thought the other stories like Guy Gardner or Hal Jordan and Teen Lantern were way better. But here, Jeffrey Thorne is writing it all, and it shows he knows the Green Lanterns. So I'm happy that he's showcasing them well. I'm happy he's be a good writer, because I know he could be a good writer. He just wasn't showcasing his great writing skills in Future State. He's showcasing it here, and that's great. That's what I want. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. I recommend it, guys. If you're a Green Lantern fan, definitely check it out. It's a new series, so you don't have to be caught up on anything. Just jump in. And yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. If you like the video, give a big thumbs up. New channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Green Lantern video. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.